Today we are going to know about the path loss analysis. It is very important topic in recent days. Why? Because path loss calculations in tunnels and underground corridors simulation tool has been selected for path loss calculation based on deep study of simulation tools and their performances implemented of radio propagation algorithms and result representation and modeling propagation environment. These are depends upon the frequencies, standard cross shapes, dimensions, material properties and addition with the presence of the obstacles preventing the radio wave propagations. In this cross shape and transmitter receive position does not have it, the results were evaluated a four slope empirical path loss model and measurement results performed in two different tunnels. The comparisons confirmed inadequacy of the simulation tool for performing the path loss calculation. In path loss analysis was earlier also known as causal modeling. However, after strong criticism, people refrained from using the term because it's not possible to establish a causal relationships using statistical technicals. Why? Because path analysis can be used to disprove a model that suggests a causal relationship among variables. And first of all, we must know why to know the path analysis. The customers of mobile and broadcast operators and public protection and disaster relief force require and expect to have access to services also when they are in underground corridors and tunnels, particularly in emergency situations where fast and reliable communication is crucial. Using communication services to become problematic, commercial wireless communication systems do not provide the required reliability and emergency situations. That's why it is a reliable, autonomous system operating completely independently from the telecom communication infrastructure in tunnel, and it is specifically aimed for the professional users must be established. In order to provide the required services like this radio propagation and tools and also repeaters and optimal positions are needed. In signal propagation, prediction in chosen environment and the analysis of large number of measurements, while the deterministic models that are basic propagation mechanisms such as reflection, diffraction and absorption are in the precisely deterministic channel models. And unfortunately, there exist a few empirical models underground corridors and tunnels. The main reason is the lack of propagation measurement data, since the measurement comparison and campaign and underground corridors and tunnels of causes stopping of the slowing down the normal traffic tunnels. That's why traffic vary is going on to significantly, and developing universal empirical channel model with the tunnel shape and its dimensions as parameters in is nearly impossible. So first of all, to know the path loss analysis play, why it is the important role in recent days, and wireless communications and different simulation tools are used to be estimate the number of the transmitters, how it is using and how many number of transmitters are available, and how it is the calculating is going on, and what is the coverage areas, and how the simulations are going on the radio signal propagation. These are we don't know. That's why it is representation is going on to graphs. For the why we are using the graphs here a few points to help you to motivate the using graphs in your day-to-day data science problems. So to graph provide a better way of dealing with the abstract concepts of like relationships and interactions, and graphs databases have become common computational tools, and alternatively SQL and non-SQL databases, and graph uses model analytics and graph theory concepts are study model of the social networks, and it is used to clustering algorithms, and system dynamics also uses some graph theory concepts, and path optimization is a subset of optimization, and from computer science perspective, and algorithm better to data arranged in the form of graphs. You must know that the terminology also. Why? Because the terminology is more important than anything, because in recent days everybody know and using of the electronic gadgets. That's why you must know that here the the basic terminology like this. Before you go to further into the article, it's recommended that you should get familiar with these terminologies. Like first one, these vertices u and v are the called that the vertices of the edge, and if two edges have the same and vertices have the same parallel, an edge from v vertices to vertices is a loop. A graph is simple if it has no parallel edges and loops, and a graph is said to be empty and it has no edges, meaning like this. A walk open if initially a final vertices are different or not, and a walk is a trail or not, and a path is any vertices traversed or not, and a closed path is a circuit or not. We must verify in this, otherwise we cannot get the better result. So in this centrality, we must concentrate the analyzing the networks. The important hence many of the measures, the centrality measures themselves have a form of classification. One is degree centrality, the closeness centrality, betweenness centrality, and these three are depending upon the network density. A measure of how many edges of a graph has, the actual definition will vary depending on type of graph and the context which is the question is asked for. The complete undirected graph of the density is 1. So graph recommendations is the same. Similarly, typically we generate 1,000 similar random graphs and calculate the graph metric for each of them and compare it with the same metric for the graph and hand arrive the some notation of the benchmark graphs. Okay, here I am giving that the example program. Import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. That is one of the package. Already we know that recent we saw so many videos in my previous, and we are giving to creating x coordinations and y coordinations. N angles equal to 36, n radius equal to 8, and minimum radius equal to 0.25, and radii equal to np dot line space. This is the method, and min radius 0.95. That is the depth of the radius line space, and the angles np dot line space 0,2. That is np dot pi. That is the 365 degrees angles endpoint equal to false. Angles equal to np dot repeat continuously. It is going on to for the circular of the loop nodes, and x equal to radii into np dot cos angles of flatten. That is the method of the flatten in graph, and y equal to radii into np dot sine angles flatten. Create the triangulation of the no triangles, so delayingly triangulation created, and this is the mask of unwanted triangles. Triangle set mask np dot hypot. That is the axis in between the radius and circle. So figure 1, ax equal to plot dot subplots x1 dot sets aspect equal to and x1 dot triplot the triangle. by is the method, and mid bottom lw lower equal to 1. Axis is the set title equal to path loss analysis, and displaying purpose I am using that the plt dot show. So okay, this is the theory of the concept. Right now I am giving that output also. That is so okay, this is the program. I am pressing F5. Output comes like this. According to this, we can know that each and every node, what is the transformations is going on, how many of the transmitters, and what is the range, and what is the wave frequencies, like this. And one more program is there. That is it comes like this. According to that, these are the subplots, and we know that each and every transmitter of reflections and wave frequencies according to the ranges and destination of speed and destination of the ranges and wavelengths and distance. According to that, we know that. Okay, thank you.